Shalom, friends! The Jewish New Year of the trees, Tu BiShvat, begins tonight. So it's time for me to tell you a classic tree-centric tale from the Talmud. Welcome to Throwback Daf Reactions, Ta'anit 23. Now, in this story, when the Jewish people were experiencing a drought, a bit of a dry spell, in terms of rain, not the other kind, they would ask miracle worker and hydration expert Honi the circle maker to manifest some rain for them. The thirst was real, in terms of survival, not the other kind. Now, why was Honi called the circle maker? Was he really into Venn diagrams or something? Well, Honi would pray to God for rain. But if God only sent the bare minimum, the bare mini of raindrops, then Honi would have to step up his game and involve geometry. He would draw a circle in the dust and he would step inside of it and say, I'm not leaving here. I'm taking an oath. I'm not leaving here until, God, you make it rain for realsies. Alexa, play Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga, Rain on Me. But rain was far from the only issue on Honi's mind. He was always pondering this verse from Tehillim, a song of ascents. When the Lord brought back those who returned to Zion, we were like those who dream. Understanding this as a reference to the Babylonian exile when Jews returned to Eretz Israel after 70 years, Honi was like, is there really anybody out there who could sleep and dream for 70 years? Sounds fake, but okay. At this point, I'd like to interject on a personal note and say, I believe someone could do that. Someone could take that nap, and that person could be me. Quick, someone dare me to do it, I beg you. Okay, fine, this isn't about me, this is about Honi and some trees. Here's the thing about the trees. So one day, Honi is going along the road with his donkey, and he sees a man planting a carob tree. I have made my feelings about carob trees very clear on this channel, but as it is their New Year's today, I'll just, I shan't say anything negative. Anyway, Honi asked the man, you're planting this tree now, but how long till it actually bears fruit? If you can call carobs fruit and not burnt cardboard with better marketing. Sorry, I said I wouldn't. The man replied to him, this is going to take 70 years to grow. Honi said, lifespans are hella short at this period of time in history. How do you expect to benefit from this tree? You're not going to live that long. And the man with the tree said, well, I benefit from all the trees planted by my ancestors, and now I plant these for my descendants. Not everything we do is for the present. It's not all about us. Honi sat down nearby and had a snack, probably not carobs, but then he felt real sleepy and passed out. He awoke in an orchard. He felt real groggy and wondered where to find all the coffee in the world, and also wondered why he was now surrounded by trees. At first, he was truly stumped. He looked over and saw a guy harvesting carobs from that tree. And Honi said to him, was I drugged? Also, were you the same guy who was planting this now suspiciously large tree before? Which is now surrounded by all these other suspiciously present trees that weren't here before? Or are you the Lorax? The man said, no, I'm the grandson of that man that you met. This is actually our family Entmut. We love it. We owe it all to my grandpa and his foresight. And Honi was like, I think I've gotten to the root of the problem. I have slept for 70 years. I'm the proto-Rip Van Winkle. He even looked over at his donkey, and his donkey was now the grand donkey of a bunch of different donkey herds. Honi made his way to his old home to discover that life had continued. His own son had grown up, had a child of his own, and passed away. He told everybody in the household, I'm Honi the circle maker. But nobody believed him. He went to the study hall and heard all the sages saying, wow, this person's scholarship is as clear as when the legendary Honi used to explain things back in the day. And Honi said, okay, none of you would know this, but I'm him. He is me. I am that guy. They didn't believe him either. They were like, Birch, please. Honi was rightfully upset about being shaded in this way. But weirdly, he didn't just draw a circle in the dirt and start summoning some rain, which is what I would have done if that was my signature identifying move and I needed to identify myself. Instead, he prayed, and then his soul departed his body and ascended to the great orchard in the sky. He just didn't belong in this world anymore. However, like that one tree that grew into a whole orchard, Honi had many descendants who were also miracle workers. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This story teaches us that the actions we do in this moment, maybe in this life, may not always bear fruit immediately. We cannot only exist and act for ourselves in the moment, in the now. We have a whole ecosystem. We have a whole shared world of living beings to consider. We benefit from the trees, both literally and figuratively, planted by our ancestors, and now we plant for those who will follow us. So if you're a person who loves trees for what they do for the earth, or for their spiritual symbolism and meaning in Judaism as a visual representation of the Torah in this world, or if you're one of the many Jews who love trees not just arboreally, but also in the slang sense, I wish you all a very happy Tree New Year. Yes, even the Caribs, okay? Even the Caribs.